almost here, ladies and gentlemen. Just one more minute, please. One more minute, ladies and gentlemen. I see everyone's not quite here yet. Are you excited? Oh, you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait one more moment for everyone to arrive. Ah, one more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual gathering of the Ark Society. As Ark patrons, you are welcome to explore the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership, please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
So, what do you think?
Well, you weren't kidding. This place is pretty epic. Where are we anyway?
I'm not sure. Some old knightly stronghold. The architects use it all year round for ideation purposes, but tonight's the only time the rest of us get together. So, you decide on what to buy from the catalogue?
One of the bunkers, for sure, and I'm curious about the cryo facility.
I think you're gonna like it here, Logan.
With a 7-digit tuition fee. Not better.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard. A stirring ode to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Well, well. I'd say we're off to a good start. Wait. Is that...
It sure is. He never plays corporate events. Color me impressed.
I told you guys. Now let's get this spending spree started.
To begin. Good evening, ladies. I see someone's in a hurry to get inside. Well, no one's putting a gun to your head. Now, where was I? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ropes.
Are those blindfolds? Creepy. It does add to the mood for sure.
How are you today, sir?
But I figure it's mostly about discretion. All it takes is one Joe Schmo running his mouth and we'll be at the butt end of a social media shitstorm.
Sure, but what about all the servants?
Their wants are modest. Just pay their kids college tuition and they take our secrets to the grave. But artists and celebs are a different story. Those delicate, creative class snowflakes tend to find what we do morally offensive, and they're harder to buy off. That's what happened to Janice Wu.
The cellist?
Janice's blindfold slipped off back in '07, and she did not like what she saw. She was going to talk to GNN. Luckily, her lawyer was Zachary Yates, an ARC member, and he happened to know about Janice's tax evasion scheme. So much for that little crusade. But next time, we might not be so lucky. Better to just keep them in the dark.
Huh. I wonder where they think they are.
Probably somewhere with a lot more nudity.
Right now, I'm buying shit from you.
So, think that meeting started yet?
Your guess is as good as mine.
My guess is they're discussing how to deal with the Karuna agreement. Maybe they're finally ready to embrace sustainable energy?
Maybe. I think we should invest in windmills. That's the way to go. Through a certain company, we bought a huge green energy company in Denmark for zilch, and sold our shares for a fortune a couple of years later. Green energy is good, as long as we don't have to bother with it.
I don't know, all this short-term mess that's in vogue at the moment doesn't impress me. Is the idea of the Ark Society more important than the idea to not need it?
That's a suitably cryptic thing to say.
Sustainability, innovation, I don't know. We should have a drink. I know I need one.
And I could not agree more.
Oh my god, I haven't seen you since Paris. You look good.
You think so?
Of course. I was starting to wonder if you were cloistering yourself away with your work.
Oh, well, yes and no. I have to admit that incident put me off big events for a while.
Oh, I don't blame you. That whole affair. Oh, poor Victor. All that talent.
Heartbreaking, I know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I doubt you have anything to worry about here. You couldn't ask for a more secure environment.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Would you believe this isn't even the weirdest place I've ever been? I went to this party back in college, had this whole heaven and hell theme.
That does sound elaborate.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. They had this one area done up like a cathedral, right? But the other area, it was this whole gothic crypt vibe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Someone actually, you're gonna love this, got eaten by a shark. I left early, so I didn't actually see it happen, but it's all anyone was talking about for weeks.
Was it an angel shark?
Huh? Oh, I think it was actually a great white.
Here's what I don't get. Why the masks? It's not like anyone's keeping their identity hidden.
I'm told it's part of the tradition. The founder wanted ARC members to appear anonymous. He wanted us to see each other as equals.
Well, we are all equal. We're all filthy rich.
Not like that. He wanted us to muse on the fact that when disaster strikes, we are just as lost, just as small and fragile and vulnerable as the plebs. And no amount of money is going to save us unless we stand together.
That's pretty heavy stuff.
The founder was a serious man.
The other day, I suddenly had these serious doubts. Real, deep, existential shit like, why must we live forever? Why not just die like everybody else? It turns out, I have a concussion after that polo accident, remember? Man, that was a real bad knock to the head.
I got one of those new Picasso-style bunkers in Svalbard. Set me back about 50 million. Anyway, the internet is really slow, so I complained to the architects. But they always say, tomorrow, tomorrow.
Well, one thing I like about the Ark Society is the art collecting. I actually have a strong lead on the Spear of Longinus. If I ever apply for senior status, I'll win the donation for sure.
You know, with the millions and millions of dollars I have invested in cryonics, I really hope the world collapses before too long. I really do. I mean, it would feel like such an anticlimax if this whole climate change thing just fizzled out.
Yeah, back in the day, it was just a few of us digging big holes in the polar ice cap. Thank God the Ark Society came along.
Look, I know how it sounds, but I really hope I get to see the collapse. Like people screaming and running wild in the streets. It's like part of me really wants that to happen. Go figure.
I bought one of those Soviet survival bunkers that came on the market after the Cold War. Man, it was brutal. You showered in some nasty chemical substance that ate the skin off your back.
I tell you what, I'm getting the best tickets on the cold fusion space rockets. That Titan project? I don't care if they haven't built the rockets yet. I am not missing out on that final frontier. It looked exactly like a submarine, but they didn't have submarines, did they? No, I don't think they did.
Oh my God, your breath smells like paint thinner.
Okay, I know how this is gonna sound. I know how it sounds, but when I held my hand up to it, I felt it was like this aura or something. It was like warm. It was sort of comforting.
Yeah, that sounds... that sounds like it was really something.
See, there was all these like little people engraved in the gold trim, and then it was the round thing, like a disc, like a flying disc. Seriously, man, you gotta believe me.
Yeah, right. Have you eaten anything tonight? It might help.
I'm telling you, the whole thing was covered in these like big opals, like hockey puck size. It's huge.
Okay, if you say so. You know, you should probably have some water. It might do some good.
I mean, show a little respect, right? The ink on the divorce papers is barely dry. And of course, it has to be the damn yoga instructor. rub my nose in it, why don't you?
I'm just too rich to get married. The lawyers would freak out.
I don't know. My businesses are just too much work to worry about having a man in my life. It's terrible, but I feel like it's a waste of time. I'm on a date, right? And all I think about is how we're doing in China.
I don't mind him seeing other women. Honestly, it's not my business anymore. But, I mean, act your age, right? You look like an idiot in that freaking spandex running gear.
I never believed in marriage anyway. Nothing lasts forever. Especially not my taste in men.
Ugh, my ex-husband would never do anything exciting. He liked golf and going to Vegas every 3 months. I never understood that. Why would you want to gamble when you're already one of the richest people in America? Doesn't make sense.
I'm glad I'm rich, though. I was rich before I married him, and now I don't even know how much money I have. Imagine being sad and poor. That would be such a drag. But what can you do? Men are idiots, plain and simple.
It might help.
My ex-husband begged me not to take the house in Malibu. So that's exactly what I did. And oh, how he loved that house.
So this damn yoga bitch has got him running and cycling and doing sit-ups and whatnot. I almost feel bad for him. I mean, give the old man a break. You're killing him.
You know what you should do? You should give some more money to charity. It always makes me feel good about myself.
You know, men are always going to stray. The important thing is to have a great prenup. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how much money I have after my divorce. The lawyers keep finding billions in offshore accounts.
I think the initiation is a great challenge. I'm used to fighting for my goals. I mean, my father was pretty wealthy, but he only had one private jet. I always found that unacceptable. And I think that challenged me to become the man I am today.
I think these guys have watched too many movies or something. Why don't they buy an abandoned castle on a remote island and plan for the end of the world? Oh wait, check that box too.
You can't deny that you're interested in being an ARC member. Being on the next level opens so many doors. I mean, sure, the whole toga thing is kind of lame, but it would be great to sit in the front of the bus, if you know what I mean. Get all the news and the offers before anyone else.
I'm not getting into that stupid robe. Not in a million years. Yeah, I haven't been to a toga party since college, and that was enough for me. Been there, done that.
It's weird. Deep down, I don't really want to belong to the ARC member crowd and waste my time on organizing events and stuff. I just can't stand that the door's closed, that something secret is happening that I'm not privy to.
You know, this whole initiation thing is just a pretext for more adolescent male bonding. If they put me in charge of the ARC Society, I would stamp out all that nonsense in a heartbeat and get some actual work done.
I already have the whole thing planned for next year's initiation. I think I'm gonna make a pretty strong impression. It's all about having a great personality, you know? I'm sure these guys know a winner when they see one. Just wait and see. The polygraph will not lie.
I wonder how many ARC members they select. I mean, if they keep expanding the group every year, then pretty soon it's going to be difficult to agree on anything. And that's another reason why I don't have time for that. Imagine the endless meetings.
You hear about that shit with the Knoxes?
Who hasn't? I don't care who you are. It's hard to pass something like that off as a coincidence.
Yeah, and it wasn't exactly a small private party, was it?
Nope. Hundreds of civilians, employees, security. They probably thought they were untouchable there.
Hey, remember where you are, okay? Don't sound so impressed.
What? Like you're not? Come on.
I believe I saw that ensemble on the runway in Seoul last week, didn't I?
Oh, you're too kind. My partner picked out all the accessories, so I can hardly take any of the credit.
That new stylist of yours is really earning his keep.
This? It's nothing. I'm sure your shoes are worth more than the lot of it. Are they bespoke? Because they certainly look it.
Look, I'm not gonna stop myself. I'll just come out and say it. You are looking phenomenal tonight.
Why, thank you. Honestly, I've never seen you looking better yourself.
You must get me your tailor's info. They have an incomparable eye for detail.
And what about you? Is that merino I'm seeing? Ooh, I think it is.
I know that look. Option overload, huh?
Well, I know what I want. Now I just gotta shut up that nagging little voice that tells me I'm crazy. One of the downsides of a middle-class upbringing. What did you get?
I got the 4-bedroom suite with the oaken floors. Set me back a cool $99 million. But hey, it's probably tax deductible, right? How about you?
My ex-husband scored the old 3-bedroom suite that I purchased back in '08 when the plans for the Arctic shelter were first announced. Part of the settlement. So now I'm considering one of the core suites.
Ooh, big spender. I thought those were long sold out.
Well, this one belonged to Thomas Cross. One man's loss, as they say.
How much? If you don't mind me asking.
Can you keep a secret?
6 congressional hearings say I can. Holy Christ.
Yeah, just don't tell Clarence. If he finds out how much money I stashed away in Switzerland, I'll lose the other estate too.
Sure is a lot of green for an underground bunker beneath a glacier at the ass end of nowhere. Especially one you'll likely never use.
Still, what's money compared to your kid's safety?
What indeed?
Welcome, sir. I take it this is your first gathering? Would you like to know more about the Stronghold product line?
Yes.
The Stronghold series is our original and most popular initiative. Bright and spacious, our underground shelters are a far cry from the crude and utilitarian nuclear bunkers of the past. Situated 40 feet below the frozen tundra on Svalbard, able to resist all but direct meteor strike, the Stronghold Hive system features a public area, complete with bars and restaurants, a movie theater, and even an exercise stadium. Should I go on?
Sure, why not?
Each individual shelter features electricity, running hot and cold water, a jacuzzi, and high-end customizable interiors. Simply flick on the patented Kronstadt Industries hologram windows to a soothing natural view of your choosing, and the Stronghold shelter will feel like a home away from home. Would you like to know more?
I suppose so, yes.
You can choose between 3 models: the Gold class, the Platinum class, and finally the Super Deluxe Rhodium class, also known as the Core Suites, where you'll be certain to spend your subterranean exile among the very best kind of people. Prices begin at $99 million. What can I sign you up for, sir?
I'll think about it.
Anything catch your eye? The Stronghold shelters come equipped in 2 popular interior styles: classic antique and modern contemporary. However, shelters are very much customizable, and our interior designer will be happy to put together a unique look that is perfect for you. Also note the partially transparent toilet doors, which are quite popular with our customers. When you're already underground, you don't want to feel confined when you relieve yourself. Anyhow, feel free to look around all you want, sir. Oh, not in the mood for a sales pitch? Not a problem. Feel free to look around all you want, sir.